Everyone, and welcome to another Ironsworn adventure. Okay, this time we're playing as this character right here, Bastion, who has been tasked with protecting this ship, the River Serpent. We've been traveling upriver from this settlement, stopping along this village right here, and now we're about to enter the village of Bywater. And by the way, before I begin the episode proper, I would like to ask those of you who enjoy my videos to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to this video. Thank you. Okay, so this time we're going to enter this settlement, the settlement of Bywater, and this is a map that I had prepared for this occasion. Alright, so as I said, we were tasked with protecting this ship right here, the River Serpent. So let's say that we just docked right here and we could make this a bit larger. Fine. And then let's say that our character disembarks right here, and also this ship, the River Serpent, this character Rowan, he is the leader of the ship. No, I'm not gonna say captain. It doesn't make much sense to me. This is a longship, and he's actually a merchant, so he's the leader of this trading expedition, so to say. Alright, so we've been stopping along these settlements and doing trades, and in this time we're supposed to do the same. But we're gonna change up a little bit, and I have something prepared for this game. So let's get right into it. So just when our two characters disembark, they can sense that something is off in this town. They don't see any people, they don't hear any sounds, everything seems deserted and empty. Okay, they don't really know what's waiting for them, but they have to figure out because they have a shipment of silk that they're supposed to sell here. And what I'm going to do is we have to get to the longhouse, since that's where the leader of the village usually resides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a gather information move that's going to represent our journey or our walk through the town right up to the longhouse. Okay, so let's go to moves and let's find the gather information move. Okay, so it's going to be a plus wits roll. All right, so we roll with wits, and we get a weak hit. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover and take +1 momentum. Okay, so our momentum is now 6. All right. So let's say that these characters are moving along the settlement here, and okay, and when they pass by this house, the idea have is for there to be undead in this particular village. Okay, so when they pass by this house, they notice a body, a corpse laying against the door of this house, and it's missing its eyes, but otherwise it seems like nothing. They can't see what killed the person, right? So it's eerie, but it doesn't really tells them anything. So they proceed, they continue to up to the longhouse, and when they arrive here, I want to say that okay, so they are right in front of the door, and they hear some kind of noises inside and something banging on the door. Okay, that's how we're going to start this scene, and I think that obviously something is locked inside, and they're about to, I think, face danger. Yes, I think face danger makes sense in this context. Okay, so when you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, which this looks like a threat, envision your actions and roll. If you act with speed, roll plus edge, loyalty, okay, plus heart, observation plus wits. I think if someone is banging on the door, you would react with speed, really, like try to get away as fast as you can, right? So it's edge. Edge is not really my best attribute, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it's a miss. On a miss, you fail, or your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price. Okay, so the pay the price here. Okay, the bust open and something comes from the door. But before we do that, I'm going to lower spirit to 3. That's the price we're going to pay. And for what comes from the door, I'm going to use the monsters that come with the ogre, and I'm going to look for undead monsters, okay? Because today I woke up and I wanted to play an undead adventure, so I'm going to mix that with this game. Okay, so we have zombies. Okay, let's see this one, Walker. Okay, kind of like a zombie, but with a different name. So when this door opens, these things come pouring from inside the longhouse. But not only that, they can hear from all around them that the doors are breaking, and they hit they can hear these things coming out. So I'm going to place a bunch of them around the map. Okay, and just everywhere. They're going to be like obstacles, really. It's not going to be. We're not going to fight and kill all of them, obviously, because we would be overwhelmed, right? The goal here is going to be how are we going to survive this? All right. So, okay, so they just came out, and I think what we're going to do is it's going to be I'm going to represent it as a combat, but like I say, the goal here is not to kill the roadwalkers or zombies. Okay, so the goal here is to escape back to the ship. Okay, these two realize that they are way in over their heads. They have no clue what's happening. Undead are not something common in this world. It's probably the first time either of them are seeing a Walking Dead right in front of them. Okay, maybe they have heard stories before, but they've never seen one, and that's kind of why they lost spirit here, because who wouldn't be shaken when seeing a zombie coming at you? Okay, so I'm going to use a combat track here, but it's not going. I'm going to name it Escape. Okay, Escape by Water, which is the name of the town. Okay, Escape by Water, and I'm going to set harm to 1 because this isn't really about what weapons you're using. And okay, this progress 3, I think dangerous. Okay, I like this track. We're going to progress two squares every time we advance. Okay, and to determine if we start with initiative or not, because I think it's fun to use some of the combat mechanics to represent this scenario. We're going to do the enter the fray move. Okay, so they backed away from the door a bit, so they have a chance to react. Okay, to decide what they're going to do, and so we have to enter the fray. And I think that since we just saw all this undead around us, I think it would make sense to roll with plus heart, right? You're facing off against your foe, roll plus heart. We already set the rank. Okay, so we roll. Okay, roll with heart. It's a strong hit. On a strong hit, take +2 momentum, and you have initiative. Okay, so we take +2 momentum, and we mark initiative right here. Okay, now let's. I want to see the combat moves here. Okay, these are the traditional combat moves, and usually you would do a strike to attack the opponent. But here I think that what we would do, okay, so as the horde or the zombies close on us, we kind of have to fight our way out or push our way out. So I think it makes sense to do a strike move, okay? And in this case, strike is going to mean that we kind of shove them out of the way, or maybe kill some of them, but continue walking on the path of returning to the docks, okay? So we are going to roll with iron, and we get a strong hit. On a strong hit, inflict plus harm, and you retain the initiative. Okay. Okay. So let's say maybe we clear this path right here, and we manage to advance a little bit. Okay. So and these things are closing in on us from everywhere, basically, and we have to roll again, right? And now we have to push through these ones right here. So we roll with iron, and we get a miss with a match, We could burn momentum. I think I'm going to burn momentum. I think I will, yes, because I don't know. I don't think it's such a good idea to get a bad result this early in the fight, right? So I'm gonna burn momentum, and that turns it into a strong hit. Not with a match, obviously, because we just burned momentum, right? Okay, so we inflict +1 harm and we retain the initiative. Okay, so let's say that we clear this. But we did get a match on the miss. I think we have to acknowledge that somehow. So I'm gonna say that we get that there's even more undead around us. Okay, and let's make it even more impactful. We had a match on the miss, even though we burn momentum. I think that warrants that we add that we see something strange. Okay, so perhaps okay, here we have this necromancer, and this necromancer. Obviously, he's the one who's controlling the undead, but we don't know that. But as we push through this horde right here, and we turn back to we see them, we see this figure in the distance. It's wearing black robes, and you can kind of see that his face it's pale, and we don't really know what it means, but it's definitely different than the other undead that are around here. So something to keep in mind in the future of our adventure. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our roadwalkers. Undead. Okay. Roadwalker. Perfect. Okay. So uh, okay. So we okay, so it was a strong hit. Let's say that we managed to move here. We clear this one here. Okay, so we're kind of in the middle of the town, and now I think we have to keep striking. Uh, what else could we do? I think strike is what makes sense here, right? Yes. Let's keep doing that. Okay, so we roll with iron again. I'm gonna place them here. Okay, so we have another roadblock here. Roll with iron, and we get a weak hit. On a weak hit, inflict your harm, but you lose initiative. Okay, so we increase here, and we clear this horde from the map. We managed to move a bit more, but more and more zombies are converging on our position. And I don't remember if I marked this. I think I did. Okay, more and more zombies are advancing on our position. All right, and now we don't have the initiative, so now we have to either clash. I think in this scenario it means that we are getting overrun by the zombies. Right, they are all around us. Even okay, and this one's okay. Say so. It's not we can't just push them and clear a path. We kind of have to engage with them, which is going to be difficult. Okay, so again we roll with iron, and we get a weak hit. Okay, well, it's not strike. It's supposed to be clash. Okay. Okay, so on a weak hit, inflict your harm, but pay the price. Your foe has initiative. Okay, so we advance a little bit, and we pay the price. And obviously, I think losing health is the clearest path here. Okay, so we we clash with them, and we just running towards the ship as fast as we can. So perhaps we manage to push them away a little bit. Okay, so we have some kind of path here towards the ship. But perhaps okay, they remain here. Maybe we kill a few of them when we clash, but there's so many. Okay, okay, so now we have to. I think we clash again. Okay, try to push through, or at least keep them off of ourselves. Okay, so we roll with iron again, and we get another weak hit, and we inflict harm, and we feel the bar. But if I okay, let's pay the price again. Okay, so our health is now down to 2, and usually since we feel the bar, so maybe we manage to push them even further towards the docks. So we're somewhat close, but Okay, it was a weak hit, and we already paid the price, and we still don't have the initiative. Even though we fill the bar, I think we cannot end the fight, okay? Because when you make a move to take a decisive action and score a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. Okay, I don't think Clash makes sense in that way. Let's say turn the tide. Once per fight, when you risk it all, you might steal initiative from your foe to make a move. But it cannot be a progress move. When you do, add +1, take +1 momentum on a hit. If you fail to score a hit on a move, you must suffer another outcome. Okay. Okay, this is good. Okay, so the ship is in sight, and it's getting pretty bad. I mean, they're closing on us from every direction. So Bastion here, he he kinda knows that he has to go all out, or they're gonna be completely surrounded. Uh, Shield. I don't. Well, this would have been useful before. When you clash, take +1 momentum strong here. Okay, we didn't do that. It's fine. Okay, never mind. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll with Iron again, because and Bastion here, he's giving it all, trying to find a way into the docks through all these undead. Okay, so we're gonna roll Iron again, and we get a strong hit. Okay, so on a strong hit, when you do a +1, okay, so we take +1 momentum. We take +1 momentum. If you score, okay, we hit and on that move. So we regain the initiative from your foe when you do turn the time once per fight. Can we make a progress move now? Once per fight, when you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe to make a move. Not a progress move. Oh, I see. I wasn't okay. So let's say we clashed. Okay, I mean this move kind of helps you to to okay. So let's say we clashed, and that was the outcome. Okay, so now we're going to do the strike move. And the idea here is if we get either a strong hit or a weak hit, we will be able to try to end the fight. Okay, that's how I'm seeing it. So I'm going to roll +Iron again, and we get a strong hit. Uh, okay, so we managed to kill another part of the horde, and it's only a few remaining zombies which are blocking the way. And I think it's easy here to see that we could try to end the fight now, because we just had a strong hit with the strike move, right? So when you make a move to take a decisive action, score a strong hit, okay, that we just did on a strong hit. The foe is not in the fight, okay. So we roll. We roll with a progress move, which we can do from here, and it's a strong hit because the bar was full. Okay, so it makes sense. Okay, so we managed to clear a path, and we managed to get all the way to the docks. Okay, these things are on our heels, and I think it's just too easy that we made it here, and it's gonna be over. Okay, I think that since we are tasked with protecting Rowan, I think that we kind of have to cover his escape. Okay, and I'm gonna take this chance to use my shield better asset. Okay. So let's say when you face danger using your shield as a cover, add +1. So what we're going to do is, as Rowan gets into the ship, we are covering the docks, and we are going to use our shield to face danger. Face danger here basically means that we're holding the horde at bay to give Rowan chance to get into the ship. And okay, let's look the face danger. Here we have the face danger move. When you attempt something risky, envision your action. I think it would be with Iron, right? We're being aggressive, forceful defense. Yeah, clearly. So we're gonna roll with Iron, but we're gonna add a +1. Okay, so we add +1. Hopefully, it's gonna be a strong hit. So we get a strong hit, and we get 1 momentum. And even better, we resolve this. Okay, so Rowan managed to get into the ship safely, and we were able to hold the horde just long enough for those in the ship to what to get to. I think we're not clear yet. I mean, okay, Rowan gets into the ship, but I don't think it's that easy to make the ship go, so to say, or exit the docks, right? I mean, they have to pull the oars out. They have all those things. So I think we should do one more move. This one was to make sure that Rowan was safe. I think we should do one more move to see if we manage to hold them even longer while the ship is ready and we jump into the ship. Or actually, the move what would be what we get into the ship and the ship leaves. I think it's going to be another face danger move, and but it's not gonna be with iron. I think it should be either hard or edge. Edge if it's about being quick, but probably with plus hard, right? We have to be Yes, like we have to be decisive. Like Rowan managed to get into the ship, and everyone is getting ready, but we are still holding the horde, trying to keep them at bay while the ship is ready. And now we're about to face danger. Like we have to hold a little bit longer and then get into the ship as fast as we can without getting hurt. So I'm going to roll face danger again with plus heart. All right, so we roll plus heart and we get another strong hit. On a strong hit, you're successful and take plus one momentum. Okay, and that means that we managed to get into the ship, and the ship managed to go out of the bay safely. We're somewhat safe from the horde, or safe because we're on the water, and Bastion and Rowan, they stand on the prow of the ship, or the rear of the ship, looking back at the zombies piling up against the shore. They don't get into the water, but they just stand there looking at them. And Bastion and Rowan, they're like what just happened, right? They were here, and they had to escape from all these zombies or undead that they've never seen something like that before. And right as they make their way out of the harbor, they see the same figure, the man in the black robes. He walks to the front of the horde and watches them as they leave. That's the last thing they see. This strange figure standing at the end of the docks, looking at them with empty eyes and the pale face. That's the last thing they see when they leave the town of Bywater. Okay, so we go back to the main map, and I think that definitely warrants to increase our rank here, probably by two even. I think because that was something else entirely. Okay, so and I think that after this they wouldn't continue going, they wouldn't continue sailing by the river, right? It doesn't make sense. Like, what did just happen? It is clearly something that they haven't even heard before. So they would probably uh, go back to Diamond Brook. That's where they sail from. And I think that what we're going to do is we're going to do a single under what's the move that I was using? Uh, it was an adventure move, right? It was undertake a journey. Okay, since we already traveled all this way in the previous episodes, I think we should just do one move. Okay, one move. That means that we travel down this river. Uh, or even better, I think we would travel back to Onyxton, right? That's what would make sense. We would travel back and get here and try to see if the people here know anything about what's happening on Bywater, or at least try to give them a warning of what's happening. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and I'm going to leave. We only progress one. It was three remaining. We only progress one, and one is going to be getting to Onyxton, and the other one probably gonna be getting to Diamond Brook. Okay, so let's do a journey from here to Onyxton. And here we roll with wits. In this case, I see Bastion using wits to make sure to prevent any threats, and he's looking out from the ship to make sure that nothing ambushes them or something like that. Okay, so we roll plus wits, and with a strong hit, which means that we managed to get all the way to Onyxton. And the journey the journey upriver perhaps takes a day or two and coming back. So it's perhaps 3 or 4 days since they last visit the settlement of Onyxton. And if this is some sort of threat that's coming down from whatever, I don't know, just something that comes to mind, right? We face them here, so maybe they could have reached Onyxton, or part of whatever's happening could have reached Onyxton, right? Right, so first I'm gonna mark progress because we reached the village of Onyxton, and now let's see, did some undead get here? I think it's 50-50. Okay, so let's say no. Okay, so the undead have not gotten here yet. So what we're going to do is, I think in this case we would just give a warning to the people here, tell them what we saw. They probably wouldn't believe us, but we Bastian and Rowan kind of feel like they have to give them a proper warning, right? So they talk with the leader, whom we already met on a previous episode. They tell her the whole story. She looks a bit incredulous, but she also knows Rowan, and kind of has gotten to know Bastian. So she's a bit surprised. She's kind of incredulous, but she takes it seriously. So we go back to our ship. Hope the people here can manage on their own. And since our goal really is to protect the ship and get back with the silver and the shipment, I think we would just go back to Damonbrook, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to do another Undertaker journey move, and again I'm going to do a single move all the way to Damonbrook because this is a path that we already traveled before. So we roll plus wits and we get a strong hit. Okay, so on a strong hit, you make good use of resources, mark progress. Okay, take plus one momentum and suffer minus one supply. And I think in this case, this would make sense because we're almost getting there. So we probably will be able to resupply a diamond brew. Okay, so let's remove one supply and let's take plus one momentum. Okay, so we go all the way to Damonbrook, and this is a great place to end the episode. So we just arrived to the town of Damonbrook, the village. This is like the largest settlement in the region. Okay, so we just arrived at Damonbrook, almost ready to fulfill our contract of protecting the ship, and we will see what happens in the next episode. So that's it for today, and thank you for watching. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you did as well. And if you enjoy it, if you like it, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you like the program I'm using, it's called the Ogre. It's a program that I made. It's a VTT for playing solo RPG games, and you can find it at ogrebtt.com. Well, thank you, and see you on the next episode.